All right, long form story format. This, by the way, is one of my favorite ways to put copyright and content out. However, it is quite a bit time consuming because it's something you have to think about. Now, let's assume this is your long form post, long form story, long form anything. Now, by the way, before we continue on this, any one of the formats that you chose work written and they work in video too. Because I can write out this full story, I can also tell you this story through video. Does that make sense to you? So, understanding that this is my long form, that first section, and we're going to start it here. We're going to break this down into sections, okay? This first section right here is known as the hook. This is what's going to get people to even read the rest of your story. This is what's going to get people to want to hit the see more button and be able to see more of your content and understand what story you're trying to tell. So the hook needs to get them enthralled so that they can read the rest. Now, if you have a story to tell, typically stories come with a history, a current, a why now, and a CTA, which is known as our call to action. This is your long form story format right here. Your hook. Over 250,000 agents will leave the industry in 2023. That's the hook. People are going to read that and go, wait a minute, is this for real? I don't want to leave the industry. Why are 250,000 people going to leave the industry? Then you go into a history. Imagine a history coming out and saying things like, when I was a new agent, right? Tell your story. When I was a new agent, some of the biggest mistakes I made were 1, 2, 3. And then tell your current. Today, this is where I'm at. Why now? Why are we discussing this now? Due to this, I'm bringing you this opportunity. And the call to action, what do you want the consumer to do? Buy, sell, click, view. What is it that you want them to do? If you've got somebody vested so far that they took the opportunity to read this, read this, read this, read this, don't fail here. It's your opportunity to be able to get them vested, get them enthralled in your story, and then at the end, tell them exactly what it is that you need them to do. Not ask, by the way. I didn't say ask. I said tell. Tell them exactly what you want them to do. This is a great opportunity. Again, the hook, the catch line, the one thing that makes you want to keep reading. This works in video extremely well because, as you know, every video needs to have captions on it. And if you haven't seen that chapter yet, you will get there. But every video needs to have captions because most consumers are not watching videos with sound on. Most consumers are watching videos in silent, and they read those first things that pop up on your video. And if you did not hook them, just like you do, they will continue to scroll past you. By the way, this long form story works on social media. It works on email campaigns. It works in video, which leads to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. Here you have an opportunity to adapt this layout and put it anywhere you want it and anywhere you want to grab the attention.